to Biz Chicks TV. We're here to help you take the hassle out of your hustle so you can build a profitable business that's fun to run. Here are your hosts.
Hello. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Biz Chicks TV. I'm here with my co-host, Miss Robin Shimizu, and we're here to talk about happy, healthy habits. Oh my goodness, it is so good to be home. I've been out of state for quite a while, and I'm really excited about this. Uh,
We're happy you're home.
Thank you so much. Oh my goodness. Uh, so, Robin, we just want to know what is the topic for today?
Well, a couple of weeks ago, we had Dr. LaWanna Parker with us.
Uh-huh.
And I attended her manifesting class. It was manifesting with gratitude, or how to manifest with gratitude. I can't remember the exact title of her workshop, but it was really good. And
Mhm.
it started me journaling. My goodness. And so it has really helped me feel better. So for the last couple of weeks, I've been doing a gratitude journal, and I found this article from John Hopkins Medical, and it's a story about the power of positive thinking. So
Mm.
it's kind of along the same line as what Dr. Parker was teaching us.
Yes.
So I wanted to read this because it made me feel good. So the power of positive thinking has been all over last week was all over the news in terms of being optimistic, and how
Oh,
optimism can add years to your life, and how good it is for you, right?
I
Okay, so
believe that.
here's what they start out with. This is John Hopkins. Here's heartwarming news. People with a family history of heart disease who also had a positive outlook were 1/3 less likely to have a heart attack or other cardiovascular event within 5 to 25 years than those with more negative outlook.
You know what? I can I can connect the dots on that. I think in my mind because when you have a happy outlook, you're more likely to exercise, go for a walk, enjoy the sun, get outdoors, have positive conversations with people. You know what I mean? And all of those bring down your stress level. And we know stress can cause a lot of illnesses, right?
It's exactly right. And it's not like being Pollyanna. It's not like everything is great and you're going to ignore all the bad stuff, right?
Mhm. Yeah,
It's
you're not in denial.
exactly. So they say the mechanism for the connection between your health and positivity remains a little murky. So
Mm.
there's not a lot of, I guess, a lot of scientific data behind it, but researchers are suspecting that people who are more positive may have better protection against inflammatory damage of stress, just like you were saying.
Mm. Mhm.
And so
Yeah.
this is actually a very short article. And so there's just a few things you can do to kind of shift your attitude.
Oh, okay.
One is to just simply smile more.
We got that down.
The researchers found that smiling, even fake smiling, reduces
Mm,
heart rate and
it's
blood pressure during stressful situations. So try a few minutes of therapy when you're stomping your feet, waiting in line, or fuming over something. It's difficult to smile, but try to smile.
mhm. Wow, fake smiling. That's deep. Okay.
Yeah,
I guess it tricks the brain
yeah, I
because you
guess.
probably use different pathways in your brain and also muscles in your face that tell your brain that something good's gonna happen. Okay, cool.
The next one, there's only 3. The next one is practice reframing. So instead of
Mm.
stressing about a traffic jam, for instance, appreciate the fact that you can afford a car and get to spend a few extra minutes listening to music or the news, and accepting there's absolutely nothing you can do about the traffic.
And I always like to say, okay, well, if I'm stuck in this traffic, God has a reason. There's probably something down the road that I'm avoiding. And so I just thank you. You know what I mean? I love reframing. I
You are
really, really
you
do.
are really good at it too. You are. Because if I say something negative, like I'm worrying about my mother or something like that,
It's such-
immediately you turn it into a positive. I
I
appreciate.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And the last one, I'm just going to make this fast because we have a really special guest.
Mhm.
Building resiliency. Resiliency is the ability to adapt to a stressful and or negative situation and losses. Experts recommend these three things can build yours, which is maintaining good relationship with your friends and family. Accept
Mhm.
change is part of life. Yeah.
Okay.
And that's an important one because life is change, right? But
Life
accept
has
it.
changed.
And then the last one is to take action on problems rather than hoping they'll disappear or waiting for them to resolve themselves. So those are just the words of wisdom
I
from
like
John
that. Take
Hopkins.
action. So many times, we're waiting, we're waiting on God or someone else to change it when we had the power to change it.
Mhm.
Mhm, mhm. And one I tell you one of my superpowers is getting somewhere and sitting down, getting still so I can think,
Mhm.
so I
That
can
is,
hear. So I, you know what I mean?
and you do that for me all the time.
What?
Okay, Lila, let's just sit down now. Let's get there and sit down.
Get
I like
somewhere.
that. Yeah. Yeah.
Mhm. Wow.
So today we have a very special guest.
Oh, okay.
Uh-huh. It's our Maureen Stevenson. She's our quintessential everything coach. And I'm going to just read her mission statement. It's a very short mission statement, but it tells us who she is.
Mhm.
So, Maureen Stevenson, she likes this is her mission statement: empowering women in middle age who are navigating life's changes and shifting their self narratives, guiding them to embrace their bodies and rewrite their stories, thrive with resilience, confidence, and vibrant authenticity. So, that's
Mhm.
our Maureen. She is married. She has a beautiful daughter and a huge 140-pound dog. And with that, that's a lot of work just at home having that her husband and her dog. But anyway, let's bring Maureen on and see what she has for us today.
Okay.
So excited to see her. There she
Hello, Maureen.
How are you guys? Good morning. Good morning.
Good
I was
morning.
listening to Robin, Healthy Habits. And I was literally reading something about that last night about the heart of positive thinking and how it brings resilience and just to change its self narrative sometimes. And I was like, whoa, was she at my house last night or something? Yeah. So thank you for the privilege of being on this platform. But today I thought about what I want to talk about, and I was thinking about it for summer. And it just says summer is not just a season. It's a wake up call for our wellness to kind of sit in it, as Terry said, and figure what do you need for yourself, because everybody
Mm.
I think needs something different, right? And so what I might need in this season, you might not need it in this season. So I was just talking about myself and going through menopause, and as a health coach, as a hormonal coach, and how even I struggled. Like I'm like, what the hell is this? Like, I know these things, but then when it hit homes, you'd be like, what the hell do I do? So
Mhm.
so today I want to bring some practical hormonal support solution for women over 40.
Okay.
Um, I think I don't want to discount the others less age, but I think after 40 we see different things start happening to us, like that our body shift. And hopefully we can accept that, as Robin says, and put it in a positive light. Or, you know, I'm one of those people who think that, Lord, what am I going to do? But then I have to shift that narrative after I sit in it. So,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
so my practical hormone stuff is morning sunlight hormone reset.
Oh. Oh.
So do this for 10 to 15 minutes, early sunlight on your skin and eye, but no sunglass, right? Make sure. Why this help with to regulate cortisol, stress, melatonin, which is sleep, and
Mm-hmm.
serotonin, which is mood. So in the morning, of course, put your sunscreen on, because one of the things I am learning for myself is that sunscreen. They said one of the what makes you age quick is the sun. So make sure
Oh.
that you're putting on your sunscreen. I just started mine, to be honest, because I didn't know. I thought sunscreen, I just put it on when I go to the beach, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, and that's on honestly, that's me. That's how I used to use sunscreen. Now they're saying that even in the cold, even in winter, we need to put sunscreen on. So I'm in the market looking for a nice sunscreen that I can put on my skin, even it, and wear long sleeve. Like if you're going to be in the sun, I
Uh-huh.
always see these people walking and they have their hats and then they have their long screen, but I didn't know what that was. So if you're going in the sun, even if you use sunscreen and it's summer, do something light. Like yesterday, I put on like a light cotton thing over my thing to go in my garden, because first time I wouldn't do it, but they said the sun age you like rapidly. So um, while you're getting those for your mood, your serotonin, and your sleep, make sure you're still protecting yourself.
Oh.
You step outside, and people talk about if you go into the garden or dirt and put your foot in the barefoot in like some
Yes.
or whatever, it draws out toxin and help you to eliminate all those things. So that's one of the things. Our body need natural rhythm. So, and one of the things to get some quick vitamin D is to be out in the sun for a little bit. But
Okay.
stay protected. Make sure you're wearing your sunscreen. I'm talking to myself, right? Because tip number 2, hydrate. Natural hormone support. Do this. Drink a glass of water first thing in the morning and aim for half your body weight, right? In
Mm-hmm.
house. It
Mm-hmm.
and then to boost it, you had sea salt, lemon, mint, or chia seed to stay mineral balanced, right? So not just drink water, but add some stuff in there for mineral balance. Um, these are some of the things I am doing, and I'm not just telling you, I'm just doing that too, because that help us to be mineral balanced. So you can add, as I said, sea salt, lemon, me drinking mint or anything that you
Mint.
like.
Mm-hmm.
Um, tips to make hormone hydration jar each morning with um, again 1 liter water, juice up half lemon or one lemon depending on what because some of the lemons are more juicy than some,
Oh.
and
Uh-huh.
a quarter of teaspoon of sea salt and a few cucumber slices or berry in the water.
Oh. Uh-huh.
Yeah, so we're getting mineral balance. So some of the things that we can do, just for the change body, because it changed, and although you don't like to see it in the mirror or you don't want to admit it that it changed, there's nothing
Okay.
to do to combat the change. And I was like, wow,
So,
it's
Maureen, I have a question. So, on your hydration, do you make this like it's a big jar? I mean, a big jug of it in the morning, and then you drink it all day, or how do you do that?
well, it depends on you. If you want to just make it, I would definitely make a drug and put it, because they said if you have like Mason's jar, you can put it in a Mason's jar, or you
Mhm.
can use it, what my grandma used to call a pitcher.
Mhm.
One
Yeah.
of those.
Correct.
Pour it out, right? Now we have fancy name for it. Maybe I don't know the fancy name for it, but it's one of those jars that you can cork or whatever, and you can sit on it each, sup on it each day during the day, or if you want to make it in the morning as a one-time thing. As I said, each individual is their own. But
I'm surprised they want us to put sea salt in there. I wonder what that's
yeah,
about.
they said salt have if you're not having any problem, like if you can't use salt, if you're not having it has mineral in it. So
Mm.
one of the things that you need to, they said mineral deficiency if you don't use salt, unless you
Oh,
have a medical reason that tells you not to use salt. But they're opting to sea salt.
okay.
Is it kind of like a natural electrolyte drink that you're suggesting, huh? It's because
Yeah,
I was
yeah, it sets your hormonal balance. So hydration is, and hydration is good for a lot of things,
Yeah.
right?
Mhm.
Especially in the sun. It's a
Correct.
hot summer is hot, so hydration is really one of the things. And even for weight loss, um, I remember when at first before I became a coach and I hired a trainer, he makes me put a whole thing of water, and he's like, drink water. It even good for your muscles. Like it, so you can't go wrong with drinking water. But it unless you have some medical condition that limits that,
Uh-huh.
so always remember to listen to the expert, which is your doctors or stuff like that. So if you have
Yeah.
an, you can make it fit you. I always try to tell people, do not do what Maureen does. Do not do what the other person does. Do what you do, because you can have limitations, right? There are
Mhm.
limitations
Mhm.
to some of us health and what we can do versus what you can do. So that's why the comparison isn't really, it's just individual. Tailor this thing to you. Make sure you are in the story.
Got it.
Mhm. Mhm.
Yes.
Mhm.
And the other tip is number three is heat to cool inflammation and balance blood sugar. Do this, build a cooling hormone support plate. High heat, poor nutrition choice, mood swing, lead to fatigue and hot flash. All right, so
Okay.
nutrition is really, really crucial now because your body change. You can't eat the same food that you were using when you were 20. Maureen,
Oh,
no to Maureen. We
okay.
cannot.
So that donut I had this morning was a no.
I'm not saying that. You have to decide if your body can process it. Right? That's the
Well,
thing.
let me put it this way. I don't want to make
Times
it a
when I
habit.
don't eat, and they bring these donuts to me and stuff like that. I said, I thank you so very much. But here, sugar do not get along with me.
Mhm.
I have
Mhm.
nothing against sugar, but sugar have a lot against me. So I don't want to be in bed bawling and crying and having tummy aches and all of that. So you got to figure out how your body process sugar. And
Mhm.
I don't say no sugar, but I said eat mindfully. Remember that we have a whole digestive system. Although we want to think that we're young and we look
Mhm.
like 20 when we're 50, but the digestive system is literally 50 years old. So it cannot process those heavy loads. It's like a
Mhm.
pipe. If you put stuff down there, it's going to block it. And then
Okay.
you have to get a plumber to drain it, right? So it's your digestive system is like that. That's
Mhm.
how practical for me when I think about practicality. That's how I
Yes.
remember these things. Like, so if you put it in your body and you're blocking, and your body is blocking, then you might have to go to the doctor to get some plumber. He's the plumber to help you to release that. So
Exactly.
yeah, so I'm just giving information that but you can take it or you don't. It's a choice. It's especially in America, we have so many choices too.
And we can only share general information because
Right.
every like you said, each of us is an individual. So we're going
Each
to
of
have
us is an individual. But for me, if I was supposed to eat, like, I can't resist something and I was supposed to eat a piece of a donut, I would definitely not eat one donut. I would probably eat half a donut and throw the
mm,
other donut away. Or I
gotcha.
would share the donut or cut it in four. and just eat a quarter of it because I need to feed that sugar thing, because anything you neglect become an antagonist too. So you got to feed those taste buds, but you have
Mhm.
to find you decide if you want to find healthy ways of doing it. I don't believe in cutting out anything. I believe in adding things in your health. So what do I want in my health? I want years of vibrant living, not just to live long, but to live
Mhm.
long with a quality of life. But what's the use of living long when I'm in bed and four people have to lift me up? That's not
Exactly.
living at all. To
That
me,
is not a quality of life.
that is not living at all. So I always go to quality of life. How do I want to feel? So when I'm eating, do I add in food that give me vibrancy, or do I have add in food that gives me headache, muscle pain, and all of
Mm.
that?
Mm.
Do I add in food that give me joy, that can lift my spirit and make me jump and run, or do I want something that crash me on the floor? And it's all about choices. It's all about educating ourselves, um, um, and try to do better as our bodies change, because the body cannot carry the same load as you were 20. It just changed. Our hormonal system just changed, and there's nothing we can do about estrogen decline. There's nothing we can do to stop these things in terms of our body changing. We can look support for them,
Uh-huh.
get support to enhance our life, but we got to make that. Each individual has to make that choice for themselves. So, some tips I would say: think about your protein with fish, chickpeas. I'm trying to do this to and tofu. I'm
Tofu.
trying like I haven't done it yet, but there is this information that I'm reading about soy and what soy does. So I'm trying to add in like different things, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna use tofu. What is it? These things, because my body has changed. They were
Uh-huh.
telling me one of the things, they were like eating sardine, and I used to see my mom take the sardine, cut open it, and start eating it with a fork.
Yeah.
And I'm yet to try sardine, and there's so many benefits. Oh my God, it is loaded with antioxidant and all of that. And
Really?
yeah, and I bought a jar. I bought one, just it's on my counter right now, and I'm trying to eat sardine because my body needs sardine based on the so much that is going on, and
Uh-huh.
what sardine bring to the table. So some of the things that we might have to start trying tiptoeing, like, because it's something that now the body, your nutrition level as up levered,
Uh-huh.
the body nutritional system need nutrition now, because we're older, whether or not we want to believe it or not. And every muscle get older. The 10 years that we have, when I was 46, it's a 56-year-old body now. How do I feed it?
Got you.
So
Oh my gosh.
here's some of the things, and then look for healthy fats. If you have good fat in you, it doesn't make you fat. It makes you stay full longer. So
I'm
the
all about the
avocado,
cat.
the avocado oil, olive oil. Some of
Uh-huh.
those fat, especially if you're trying to lose weight, because everybody's like, "Oh, I'm losing weight," but if you want to stay full longer, get your healthy fat in the morning. I blend them in my smoothie. I have a half a slice of avocado. I throw that in my smoothie. It makes me feel full longer, and it's also great for your skin. It gives your skin that glow that it needs, and so eat good fat.
Mm-hmm.
Um, some of the vegetable that is around summertime, try to use them, like agura, mint, watermelon, beets. Right, those are some summer vegetable that you can put together the way you want it, or the way you like it. Season it the way you like it. Some want it saute, some want it in soup. You can blend these things, or you can juice them, whatever you got. Your
Yeah.
health takes time, and a lot of people always say, I don't have the time. But if you don't have the time, health will let you find the time. You know, like disease will let you find the time, because when you sit there and can't move, you're not going to go nowhere. You're not going to go to work. You're not going to go to anywhere. So it will actually make you find the time. So I would say find the time
Time
before
finds
sickness
you.
let you find the time, right? Before sickness let you find the time.
Yes.
Be preventive. Think about, I mean, we can't control what happened to us some of the times, and that is
Mhm.
out of our control. But what we can definitely control is how mindful we are. And do not do any diet. Diet is just for the person who write that diet.
Yeah.
For their own body. You do life. Do life. Put yourself in your equation and see how many time. What do I have time for?
Mhm.
And
Mhm.
also put that in there. Um, Good carbs, right? Quinoa, salad. You know, one of the things to try to figure out what spicy foods triggers that flash. And some of us like spice, and so we have to figure out, do I want to flash today? Or alcohol again is another thing that, depending on your quality of life that you want to have, uh, it's a choice. You have to decide, do I want food that triggers my hot flash, or do I want to have, you know, drink so that I'm in bed and I forget the world and don't attend to our problems? Like Robin was saying, one of the things, your problem won't go away. I wish mine would, because so sometimes I'm like, I don't want to tackle this too. Like, but tomorrow it's still there,
Mhm.
and then the next day it's still there. So do we want to, sit in it and wait until it overwhelm us, or do we want to try and deal with some of these things? So
Mhm.
so the next thing is movements. Mood, yeah. So movement doesn't have to be look like everybody else.
Mhm.
Movement just have to be you.
Okay.
Find things you enjoy. It doesn't make sense when you hire me and says, "Oh, I'm gonna hire Maureen to help me move." You can hire me for the motivation part, but you got to do the moving. But I cannot
Mhm.
move for you, right? And it's senseless for you to waste money, in my opinion, to do these things knowing that you hate movement, right? You hate
Mhm.
some of the things that I'm going to give you, because you're not going to get your money's worth anyway. You're just going to get stressed and stressor because you don't like those things. So if you like walking, just go for a walk in the evening. Keep your money. You know what I mean? Like, be true to yourself. What do you like? If
Mhm.
you like going in church and stamping and moving your arm and whatever,
Yes. Mhm.
put on a song on YouTube and get your praise on. Clap your hand, move your head, do what you need to do for your
Mhm.
home stuff. Those are mood uptakers that make your serotonin goes up. Right? So
Ah.
move. Try to find small ways of moving, that is joyful, that brings you joy, instead of go find something that, oh, I'm going to try to lift weight and know that you're not going to do it. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So I always tell people, what do you enjoy? If you enjoy walking with your grandbabies around the block, get a nice pair of Oka one or a nice pair of shoes that supports your foot, and
Mhm.
make good shoes choice, because that's another thing I'm learning, that after a certain age you got to wear good shoes. I mean, especially
Absolutely.
if you're walking, like walking, you have to have good walking shoes. Pay the money, your foot will thank you in essence, because it don't make sense to buy a pair of sneakers, and then when you wear it you got to come in and, Lord, my foot is blistered, and find something that is comfortable and move.
Okay. Now we are at the top of the hour. Can you sort of summarize those three things real quick for
So
us,
first
Maureen?
thing I have, what did I talk about before?
We talked about diet. We talked about movement, nutrition,
Yeah, so
sunlight.
The
we're
sun.
talking about hydration.
Mm,
Morning, get your morning sunlight in, and don't wear glasses. Wear sunscreen. Get your thing in. Hydration. Um,
when you
information.
say don't wear glasses, what does that mean?
Wear
Sunglasses.
sunglasses. They said you got to make the sun directly at your
Oh,
eye.
when you are trying
Yes,
to get the vitamin D.
yes, when you are walking for that 15 or 10 minutes outside in the morning.
Oh, okay. Don't wear
They
sunglasses.
recommend not, yeah, they recommend not wearing sunglasses, but let the sun hit you directly. So you put on your sunscreen and stay protected, right?
Got you.
We talk about eating for information. Right now, information, they said, bring on diseases. So make sure you educate yourself about information food and try to put those in your diet, small steps at a time leads to big places. And then movement, because it bring in mood and it helps you with to regulate mood and all of that kind of stuff. So move joyfully. Find joyful movements that you can incorporate in your busy life for whatever life you have. And
I love it.
do this 10 to 15 minutes of joy movements. Movement regulate your estrogen, it regulate cortisol, and it also regulate your blood sugar. So those are kind of my tips for this morning. If you are, and I am actually doing these things as we speak. So yeah, make sure you put yourself in the equation and put yourself in your story and rewrite it the way you want to rewrite it. And it could be either. So
I love it. I love it. So now, what I do? Hi, Brian. How you doing? He says he's very optimistic. He can explain the reason for not wearing sunglasses, please. And you just did that. So, because
yeah,
we,
no, not necessarily wearing sunglasses all the time. I'm just talking about the special that small window that women tends to go out and get those benefits in the when you're walking.
a
Just for that
vitamin D.
small window, they're recommending that you don't wear sunglasses. Let the sun hit you directly, and you get all the benefits from it. So yeah, Brian, it's not about not wearing sunglasses. So I
I,
wanted to
I'm
make that.
glad he asked that because I was confused too. That's why I asked you about the glasses thing. But you talking about doing that when you're trying to get that vitamin D soaked in.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they recommend that you don't for that 10 to 15 minutes that you're going to be out there, and they
Mhm.
recommend that you don't. But if you're a person who love your sunglasses and you don't, as I said, this is a you can choose not to wear it or you can choose to wear it. It's an
It's an
individual
individual
choice.
thing.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's just a recommendation here.
Okay. Well, Maureen, we respect your opinion, and so that's why we we try to make sure we get understanding. I want to say this, Maureen, that people may be looking for you in order to sign up for your online training courses or to find out more about their closet. Where can we find you?
Well, I am on Facebook as I think I'm all over everything.
Well, I
First,
found you here. Let me see
yeah,
if I can share this. Let's see.
all over
Share
the
my
place.
screen.
And I'm my website, walkcrawlrunfitness.org. You can go there and look at my story, and
But
you
this
can
is the one I found about your fabulous clean closet.
yes,
Closet.
and
I
that's
love it.
the way that you can find me. I'm on Instagram and I'm on Facebook, and I have a website.
And this is how you
And
spell her name, Maureen
how you spell my
Stevenson Lewis with PH. Okay. So I'm going to stop sharing my screen.
name.
Um, but yeah, we love you, Maureen, and we know that you are our fitness coach, our, our confidence coach, our clothing coach. So, guys, whatever you need a strategy for, Maureen can help you with that, or she can refer you to someone who can address your needs. Maureen, we love you.
Thank you for the privilege of your time. Thank you for those who are going to listen, and thank you so very much. Have a great rest of your day. And
Thank
I'm
you.
going to go get ready for my client.
I know. That's what I said. Okay, we love you and we'll see you soon.
Bye. Bye,
Hi,
Robin.
Marie,
Bye,
thank
Terry.
you.
Bye bye. Oh my goodness. She is so special.
She
Uh,
really is.
um, and I've got to stop showing this. Hold on a moment. Um, but I always enjoy talking to Maureen.
Yeah.
Maureen is a cancer survivor. She has a benefit every year for that cause. We support that, her fashion show and her celebration of life. Um, and so she's a trusted source, guys. So if you're looking for someone to help you, um, we highly recommend Maureen Stevenson. What else do you have for us to share with our audience today, Robin?
Well, I love today's presentation with Maureen. I'm going to start going out there and walking for 10 minutes with no sunglasses on.
Yeah,
That I mean, I
I
can do
walk.
that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I can do 5 to 10 minutes with no sunglasses, to make sure that I get that vitamin D.
I'm going to
Uh,
do it. Yeah.
because I walk every morning, but usually I try to walk before sunrise because it can get up to 108 in Sacramento. So,
Mhm.
so I try to go out before the sun comes up. However, once the sun comes up, I'm like you, I can probably do that
Mhm.
10 minutes. It probably will lift my energy level
Mhm.
because I'll have natural vitamin D. So I
Yeah,
look forward to adding that to my
me too.
regimen.
I'm going to do it today, starting today, because it's beautiful today.
It really is pretty out, isn't it? Mhm.
So next week we have Lennis Woods Mullins with us.
Okay.
And then in the beginning of August, it's going to be August already. We have Maureen back, and then Dr. Parker. So we have a very full month of August coming up. It's very exciting. So
Indeed, indeed. You know
yeah.
what? I just want to commend you because your guests always bring so
Mhm.
much to the table, and it's just exciting. I'm always gaining knowledge about how to live
Mhm.
better. And so I thank you for the fact that you have reached deep into the reservoir of wisdom and come up with these fabulous guests.
So I'm very lucky because they're so generous
They
with their
really are.
yeah. They're very, very generous. It's very nice.
So with that, we want to remind everybody that if you're looking to become a part of the Biz Chicks community, you can simply text Biz to 33777, or you can find us over at bizchicks.net and become a part of our community. We love you and we look forward to seeing you tomorrow. We'll be talking tech with the Tech Divas, and we hope you'll join us for that discussion. In the meantime, have a great day and we'll see you soon. Bye bye, everyone.
Thank you for tuning in today. We trust you've learned something to help you build a more profitable business and take the hassle out of your hustle. See you next time.